Fucking Allen Losi. Think about this shit, man. Allen Losi was fucking the man, alright? Allen Losi is Barlex. Period. My name is Jeff and I'm an alcoholic. This is pretty amazing. Yeah, that thing's fucking bright, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. 2 years ago, we were running around outside trying to get Losi a ticket to get in. You know? And thank God for Glenn Stalling. He actually had purchased a ticket, and he had a spare one. Someone couldn't make it, so Alan got to attend with all of us. It was awesome. Fucking Allen Losi. Think about this shit, man. Allen Losi was fucking the man, alright? Allen Losi is Barlex. Period. End of story. Alright? I got on Barlex in 1981 after they all came back from summer tour and quit, save for Lance Mountain. And Losi and Lance were trying to rebuild the program because the younger skaters had to grow up and get jobs. The bottom dropped out. There was nothing they could do. Couldn't make money skateboarding. And the only ones that were left over were the kids because we didn't have to work. We had to go to school. And so we got to play Peter Pan and skateboard. And Losi and Lance set to work in trying to rebuild Barlex 2.0 after Gil and everybody kind of split, and I was fortunate enough to be somebody tapped to do that. I was 13 years old. I didn't know my ass between a hole in the wall. And Losi took me under his wing. And, excuse me? Fuck you. If I gotta listen to Hackett, you gotta listen to me. Let me tell you a story about Allen Losi. This is the best story I got, all right? The best contest run I have ever seen anybody take in the history of competitive skateboarding was the Del Mar Nationals, 1984-85, I'm not quite sure. Losi, there was a girl named Cherie. I remember her name because every skater in the park took a run at her. Everybody failed. Losi worked in the RC shop, making the little RV cars go and the little slot cars and stuff. And in the mornings, he would practice for the contest. He came walking up with a Marlboro Red, spit some game at Cherie, and the next thing you know, they're over in the RV doing things that men and women do together. Meanwhile, his heat is starting. He's supposed to be skating. Me and Lucero were going, where's Losi? Where's Losi? We turned to Billy Beauregard, who had jumped parole and left Florida to come out and enter the thing. And we're looking for Losi. We go back to the RV, and the RV's moving around and doing things that happen when men and women get together. Losi's like, get the fuck out of here, Grosso. We go back. Frank Hawk is screaming like, Allen Losi, drop in at your run. Losi's nowhere to be seen. Here he comes, walking hand in hand with Cherie. Everyone in the place is screaming, Losi, your runs. Frank Hawk's going, drop in, drop in. Losi won't, Eric Grisham's like, no, man, I'm not dropping in. Losi hasn't taken his run because Eric Grisham's old school Barlex, right? Old school. Grisham's gonna cover for him. Losi comes kicking through the pro shop, comes through the turnstile, drops in through the channel, loads up a lean to tail, which he invented, by the way. Smacks the tail down like a fucking gunshot. A gunshot, man, and he's off to the races. He does a full minute-long run. Full pool, as they say today. God, this is a sport, really? So Losi pulls this run. Frank's all, it doesn't count. Drop in, Grisham. Grisham's like, no, man, Losi hasn't taken his run. If you drop in right now, you can take your run. Losi goes back up to the top. He's spitting bullets. He's breathing hard. He comes kicking again. He loads up that lean to tail. Boom, he hits it. Sunday Morning Nightmare, the Sham 69 song's playing. He pulls the whole run, qualifies first place, gets laid, and wins life. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I had to say that really fast. It's much better when I tell it slow. Losi was progressive before there was progressive. He was the second generation, you know? He took it to fakie, man, without his hands. He did the first ollie to fakie. He did lean to tails. He did fakie ollie foot plants. If you know the mechanics of a fakie ollie foot plant, you are fucked. Okay? It is so hard to do. Covers a thrasher, fucking interviews, travel in the world. Losi taught me how to fucking show up on time, be professional. He tried to teach me how to party responsibly. I failed that test. He mentored a lot of us, you know. Chris Rotten, he built Al for the 80s, man. We were gonna do a thing, Al for the 80s. It was gonna be his first company. Didn't take off, so we did Losi Skates, and then that kind of fell apart, and so we did LSD, man. Reese Simpson, Chris Robinson. Graham Scanners rode for him. He built this beautiful team. He had an eye for talent, man, and he could roll. He had like multiple levels of like your so-called career. Bite it, Olsen. I had to listen to Hackett. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, Allen Losi is one of the greatest skateboarders to ever step foot on a skateboard. And y'all better recognize. He got his big old monkey arms, man. He launched into a Smith grind, fucking cooking across the coping, making it sing with that rudder behind him. Just steering it, man. Fucking bring it on in, high speed attack, power, grace. Losi had it all. You know, and like happens, life happens, you gotta get jobs, you gotta. And then he got diagnosed with RSD. And I don't know how many of you guys know about that stuff. I urge you to go on to his GoFundMe page and read about what he's been through. If you've ever taken niacin, you know, to like be healthy and flush the toxins away. It's kind of like being lit on fire from the inside out. And it's really painful. You know, multiply that by like 100,000 and you've got RSD. Nerve pain is no joke. They call this the suicide disease. The doctors tell these people when they get diagnosed, you will hold on until you cannot take the pain anymore, and then you will take yourself out. He's 7 years in, and he's fighting this thing. You know, and we talk about the brotherhood, and we talk about family and spirituality and these things from these podiums. And here's our brother, you know, and we're a family. Like we should help him out and take care of him, put our money where our mouth is, and make it so he can get the fucking shit that he needs. And otherwise, we're just full of shit. You know? And I don't mean to be all hot and heavy or whatever. I get really nervous public speaking, and then people tell me to shut up, and I just want to chew a bullet in the back. But I just want you guys all to know that first and foremost, he is a beautiful, fantastic skateboarder. He made the layback air cool. That is an impossibility. I love him with all my heart and soul. He taught me how to dance. He taught me how to play guitar. He showed me how to speak to girls. He was a father figure when I didn't have a father figure. And I love him. And I love you guys too. But let's hear from Allen, because I've gone on way too long. Allen Losi. Stand the fuck up, Allen fucking Losi.